everybody. Welcome back to Puppets and Predictions. It's great to be back.
Yes, it is.
What is up with this? What is going on?
Look, I actually can't really explain this.
You can't? I mean, we just came off this long bit, a lot of crazy stuff. We had a week off.
I woke up, my alarm clock went off the other morning, and when I looked down at myself, it was all of this.
What, you a robot?
No, Transformer.
Of course.
I don't know what you want me to say. I can't get this off.
Fine, I guess we'll just go with it. Let's get this prediction over with then and make it to our good old robot Transformer movie then, because I'm Ryan.
I'm Matt.
And let's talk the movies.
Right on. So, this past weekend, Cars 3 slowed to a low $54 million opening weekend.
That's right, and Wonder Woman continued to be wonderful, taking the number 2 spot, only decreasing 30% to a $41 million third week.
And then All Eyez on Me eyed a $26 million opening take.
And also, 47 Meters Down chomped down onto an $11 million opening weekend, while Rough Night had a rough night, only making $8 million in its opening weekend.
All right, Ryan, should we get on with the top 10?
Let's do it, man.
All right, in number 10, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in its 8th week. We're predicting a 30% decrease and a projection of $3.5 million.
Cool. Number 9, we have Rough Night in week 2. We're going to compare that to 21 and Over, coming out March 1st, 2013. Second week dropped 42%. And Chips, released last March, a couple months ago. Second week dropped 49%. So what we're saying for Rough Night in week 2 is a 45% drop and a $4.4 million take.
Okay, and then in number 8, we have Captain Underpants in its 4th week. We're predicting a decrease of 28% and a projection of $5.2 million.
That's right, man. Next up, we have 47 Meters Down in week 2. Another movie opening up last weekend. I mean, in the US, they called it 47 Yards Down.
Hello.
Yeah, that is metric joke. We're going to compare that to Devil, which was released September 2010. Second week dropped 46%. The Shallows, released last summer. Second week dropped 48%. And One Missed Call, released all the way back in January 2008. Second week dropped 52%. So what we're saying for 47 Meters Down in its second week is a drop of 47% and a take of $5.9 million. That's what we're thinking.
Right on, moving right along. In number 6, we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales in its 5th week. We're predicting a decrease of 22% and a projection of $7 million.
Excelente, man. After that, we have Tom Cruise's own The Mummy in week 3 in our number 5 slot this week. We're going to project a decrease of 46% and a third week projection of $7.8 million. That's what we're thinking, guys.
Okay, and then in number 4, we have the new movie All Eyez on Me in its second week. It's a movie about Tupac. Ryan, if you'll allow me, I actually have prepared a rap so that I can tell the predictions in rap form.
God, this episode just gets worse and worse by the minute.
So, can I go ahead and do this?
Well, you're already in the robot suit, the
Transformer.
The Transformer suit, so why the hell not? Go ahead.
All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, my name is Matt, and I'm here to say All Eyez on Me is in theaters today. It's a movie about a young Demetrius Shipp Jr. who one day decided to become Tupac Shakur. We're comparing this film to The Pursuit of Happiness because we're hoping that it isn't just full of crappiness. That movie came out in December of 2006 and had a second week drop of a 44%. Public Enemies came out in July 2009 and the second week dropped at a percent of 45. And then Creed came out Thanksgiving year 2015. It came out the second week, a percentage of 49. So for All Eyez on Me, the film about the fine civilian, a 47% drop, and it will make $14 million.
I would say that's the whitest thing I've ever heard, but you are clearly orange. Okay, and right after that, at number 3 this week, we have Wonder Woman in week 4. Since the summer's rolling around, we're saying only a 26% decrease and a $30.5 million take for Wonder Woman.
Still going strong, that Wonder Woman.
It sure is.
All right, and then in number 2, we have Cars 3 in its second week. Now, Ryan, since we weren't here last week, we didn't get to talk about this.
Yeah.
And I was thinking we could do some Owen Wilson impressions.
Oh, wow, I'd love to.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd love to. Wow, this is great.
Okay, I'll go first, okay? Oh wow, we're gonna compare it to Big Hero 6, which came out in November of 2014 and had a second week drop of 38%, okay?
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. We're gonna also compare that to Cars, coming out July. Oh wow, 2006, a long time ago.
Wow.
Second week drop, 44%.
Wow, okay, and then we're gonna compare it to Kung Fu Panda, which came out in June of 2008 and had a second week drop of 44%.
So what we're saying for Cars 3 in week 2 is the decrease of 42%. And oh wow, it says here $31.1 million. Wow.
These are terrible impressions.
Okay guys, that brings us to our number 1 movie this week. The long anticipated 5th chapter, Michael Bay's Transformers. Transformers: The Last Night.
Attention humans. I am Optimus Prime. I have taken over this vessel and have come to predict the box office for Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh god.
Fear my power.
Oh no. I don't like this one bit.
We are going to compare Transformers: The Last Night to The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug. Released in December of 2013, it had an opening weekend of 73.6.
What was that, Optimus Prime?
Do not argue with Optimus Prime.
What was that prediction?
73.6. We are also going to compare it to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which came out in November of this past year and had an opening weekend of 74.4 million. And Star Trek 2009, which came out in May of, you guessed it, 2009. It had an opening weekend of $75.2 million. And so, for Transformers: The Last Night, we have an opening projection of 74 million. Error, not enough. Actual prediction, $74 billion.
Oh, come on, Optimus Prime. Not even Star Wars made that money.
Do not argue with Optimus.
Alright, guys. I guess that's the episode this week. I guess it's time for the final word.
The final word.
My final word is...
Prime.
Guess collectively our final word is prime.
Yes.
So, please send help. I live in Glendale, California, and I guess I'll see you next week, folks.
Go see Transformers: The Last Night.
Please just go see the movie.